what I found, starting off with this, if you're coming to a spot, like say over that, and I saw that little flash of brake light, and you come up over a crest, it's probably better to knock her down a gear and be prepared than to have to get up there at this stage of the game, just, first run, to try to, what brake am I using so I don't, bind her up, shift down, don't stall it, keep it up. So come back a couple of gears, see what's up there. Then you're able to get around it, maybe doing one thing, steering, and then get her back up. But that just allows you some time to develop some feel, some balance and feel. See right along here now, normally I just have my hand feather in the clutch and I roll right up through here, but you go back to your basics now. What can happen? What's coming out of the driveway? What's on the road? Somebody make a last minute decision. And then you got to start making things happen. I might change the shifter, get her right up here like one of those old long-nosed tractor trailers. See if that sixth light, there we go, sixth gear, the light's on, I'll haul her back in fifth. I won't be as aggressive as I normally am, because if there's something comes out on the road here, you got to have hands and feet doing stuff quick. Ooh. Well, we're 95, 98% to where I want it to be. I guess we got to name it now. So go ahead, throw some names at me. We'll get her on the fender, pinstriped on the fender. Get an idea on a motorcycle like this that you want to kind of turn it into something completely different than it is. Fatboy Low is Fatboy's a beefy looking bike, and Low, well, I like the Low, and they're all blacked out. So when I wanted to do this, I would call it, my first idea, like a chrome and candy old school chopper. I wanted a soft tail because they look as close as you can get to, the old hardtail. So, but then I wanted it to have that beefy look, that big arse end, and longer front end, and if you know what I mean, what I'm trying to say, that chopperish look. And of all the soft tails, the Fatboy seemed to be, the canvas where I could start. And I started to see that. And here we are 2 years later, with the help of Lowell and Sarah Sabine, Custom Creations, and all the great staff. we got it where I want it. I was going to change the back wheel, but I'm going to leave it as it is, because with everything going on back there, it's hidden, so it's expensive to do that. Then I was going to put forward controls on it, but I don't know that I'm going to do that, because I don't know how far I want to be stretched out. Just practicing. But I might change it from floorboards to a nice little forward peg, just to take, the floorboards tend to give it a little wider look up front, and I'm trying to keep that wide look at the back. Swing arm bag would help with that, and then let it narrow as it rolls up, the lines roll up to the front, and let it raise in the front, and that's what the idea of these bars are, to give it that upswoop. In my vision for this bike, that's what I was looking for. So I went over Thursday to pick my kilt up, or I should say I called over, and they're normally open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they were closed yesterday. So tomorrow morning I'm going to run over, and I might take this bike, and then I intend to wear the kilt. I just roll my jeans up. I have my long johns, like the dry wear, the black dry wear, and just tuck my jeans up there. And we got all 4 bikes back home again. All the work is done to the street glide. Got the dirt bike pretty well where I want it. Maybe a little addition to the rack on the back. The V-strum is completely kitted. We're hoping to leave July 17th for Tuktoyaktuk. And this bike, so they're just little minor tweaks in my shop. So you picture if you come around there and you got to jam the brakes on and get that clutch in right there. So now you got one arm up there. So you want to be using your thighs to hold that tank. What you need to do with this hand, the right hand, stabilize the bike and get the power neutralized with the clutch air. And if you can find neutral, then get your hand back up there and then use both brakes. So I see it takes some skill to do that, but there's one step ahead of that: judgment. You want to use your judgment to maybe be in the right gear for the surprises.